Gonna give it a second and let TikTok in. There we go. There we go. Hey. Let me give you guys a second. Good morning, guys. Grand Rising. What's good, Cynthia? Hey, Gigi. Hey, everybody. Grand Rising, guys. How are we today? What's good, Enterprise? What's good, Rach? What's good, everybody? Mama Sota. Okay. What's good, Rose? I have my readers on. They came in so I could stop struggling to see what you guys are saying. You love the glasses? I got them in a couple colors because this was getting bad. So, first thing we will do, we'll let everybody come in for a second, but today is the Sagittarius full moon in Gemini. Today is also the happiest or the luckiest day of the year, depending on how you want to look at it, the most romantic day of the year. Why? Because Jupiter and Venus are holding hands. Okay? They are holding hands. It's very lovey-dovey. Okay? It's also a day where information, see, when I look away from the screen, from the words, it bothers me. So I'm gonna take them off till I need them. All right. Today's a day where, by happenstance, something could, go your way or put you on the path to something that you've been wanting to grow. Thanks, guys, for all the love. Grand Rising, my loves. Okay. So today's a big day. Okay. And then the thing is that at like 4 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, Venus is going to go into into Gemini. What's good, Maritza? What's good, everybody? What's good, Rose? Right? So, hey, Tammy. Hi, sis. So what's going to happen? 4 o'clock this afternoon, Venus will go into Gemini. And what's good, Tumanda? And right after that, on the 25th, Jupiter will join. So they're kind of going, they're sachet. They're sashaying together. Okay. Mercury's coming into Taurus. Okay. So we got a lot of good vibes right now. Okay. You could get messages that could pertain to finances. Okay. What's good, Mel? So there's a lot of promising energy in the sky. Before we get started and see what Spirit wants to talk about, what's good, Avira, I am going to read our prayer. Okay. We bring our energy together to honor the divine frequency of love. We speak the language of healing and peace, and we hold space for the stillness needed for our growth, both individually and collectively. Okay. We choose wholeness and empathy in the face of fear and oppression, both internally and externally. We open ourselves to the divine and choose to be divinely guided to our highest selves and our highest timelines. Okay, what's good, Rebecca? We root ourselves in the frequency of divinity, and we birth ourselves anew daily, taking action towards our highest selves. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, if you're just finding me, it means it's time to change your life. We're here living in the frequency of love. Okay, and that was a prayer that was given to me by Spirit. And I have a lot of downloads that I've been getting recently, and I have a lot of confirmations that I've been getting recently. What's good, Rebecca? Right? These confirmations, oddly enough, have been coming from Terrence Howard. Okay? Because I had been saying for some time that we are all, try to explain this in the right way. I have been saying for some time that we are all the same. What it is that we're in a different frequency. And he was saying that when it came to the elements. What's good, Project Execute, right? So confirmation there, right? He was also talking about us all being gods. Okay? And I got to tell you something. Tomorrow, there's going to be, instead of doing my breaking news on Fridays with the Patreon group, we're going to take on a big one. Okay? We're going to do Eve versus Lilith. Okay? It came to me while I was in the shower today. All right. So if you listen, if you're not on Patreon, what are you doing with your life? Okay. There's been a lot of master classes up there recently, and tomorrow's gonna be a big one. Okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that in advance. Okay, I want to do the singing bowl. And I'm going to let you guys let me know what you would prefer. I can use my mini singing bowl that we used last time before we get started. Or I got a new singing bowl. I got the third eye singing bowl. You guys want to break it in today? What's it sound like to y'all? Shall we use the third eye or shall we use the Tibetan bowl? What do you think? I'm here to take requests. Shall we break in the new one? The third eye, right? The third eye. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me grab it right here. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. It's third eye day. You already know. Let me move this prayer and set us up real quick before we get started. Okay. So we already did our prayer. If you stay beyond this point, you're allowing me in your energy. If you do not want me in your energy, you should scroll on down. Okay? Hi, my loves. I'm excited. Okay. Let's get it going. Hi, guys. Thank you, Angela, for the follow. Okay. And let's take a deep breath and we shall begin. Let it come through you. Let the Divine Mother walk through each and every one of us, healing us both internally and externally, bringing forth the knowledge that we need, to guide us on our next steps forward, bringing in the intuitive messages that the Divine Mother wants us to know at this time, preparing us for this Gemini season where it is ruled by Mercury, and let the communication come in easily to our third eyes. Shall we see like never before and hear like never before? Bring forth the healing that the collective needs and the messages that we need to know at this time. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Breathe in, exhale. Hi guys. I felt pressure on my third eye. It was rather intense. I don't know if you guys felt that. Okay. And I'm going to be getting all of them. All right. I already have the heart chakra and the third eye. And I'm going to get all of them. And we're going to start doing a lot of frequency healing here. That's going to be coming up. All right. That's what Spirit wants me to concentrate on now. All right. So I'm going to move this to the side. We're going to find out what Spirit wants us to know. And yeah, we're going to take it from there. Hi, my loves. Yeah, I hadn't even played the bowl for myself yet. So we did all that together for the first time. Spirit, can you show me the collective energy, please? Can you show me the collective energy? Can you show me the collective energy, please? Can you show me the collective energy on this Sagittarius full moon with a Jupiter and Venus conjunction? Hey, Nene. Can you show me, please, what it is that we need to know right now? What do we need to know? Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Well, stick around. You will hear. It says it's will me and Yolanda be in a relationship? I promise you that if you listen to today's message, you will get your answer. Spirit, can you show me? Today's the most romantic day of the year. Okay? Spirit, can you show me? What is it that my collective needs to know right now, please? You are so brave to keep going the way you do. The forbidden forest, bravery, persistence, and redemption. Okay? So, there's a mirror there. And if you see this is what I'm talking about. I gotta pause. See the mirror? And you see the galaxy is in the mirror? Because the divine feminine is the galaxy. And this is what I'm talking about, the confirmations that have been coming in recently. Okay? Sorry, I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet, right? So this is facing all of the things within, as above, so below. And we've been doing that for quite some time. Okay? And I feel like now, okay, before it was like facing the darker parts, right? So that we could do the healing and be in preparation for now. Okay? But what's happening now is we already did that part. And we're recognizing it's the God in me. It's the God in me, right? Creatrix frequency. The acknowledgement of the divine within. Okay, I feel like Mercury right now has a lot to do with that. It's in Taurus, all right? Messaging, right? The internal worth. Ooh, let's talk about it. It's time to leave the old behind. Rebirth, shedding the chrysalis, taking risks. Do you see that, guys? Do you see that? All right, so now it's not praying outside of yourself anymore. Now it's recognizing who you are and the power that you hold within. Ashe. Spirit, can you show me, please? Can you show me, please? Flower child, momentum, creativity, and action. I hope that I'm trying to see what she wrote in the book. As you see it, the words are tiny. Okay, so it's not the glasses. I hope that over everyone else, you learn to make yourself proud, right? And this was like the it's not a dark night of the soul, although all of us have gone through them, right? This is more like the learning oneself. Sorry that the camera's shaking, guys. Learning oneself. Okay, going within. Look at her hair. Right now it looks like mine, right? It's wet. I just got out the shower, right? And look how the flowers are growing from her crown, okay? Empress energy, all right? The divinity within and recognizing that you are the one that is growing the magic. What's good, Iris, okay? Blessings and curses, psyche, self-love, and beauty. Do not be ashamed, not of your thorns or of your flowers, right? I'm telling you, this is what I said about the as above, so below, right? And learning what was negative and what was positive and why it's negative, what you can do with that negative frequency, because it serves a purpose, right? The know thyself, right? It serves a purpose. It's just that, try to give you an example. The shadow self protects us, right? But when we operate out of the shadow selves, that's when we kind of go, we go astray. Okay? So now we're not operating out of the shadow. We're actually recognizing the shadow and listening to the shadow when the shadow advises us, hey, something's not right. I need you to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, I'm going to get on some fuck shit. Feel me? Right? Because that's what the shadow does, right? The shadow tries to let you know, hey, this ain't cool. This person or this situation is not for your highest good. You try to stay in said situation or environment. And then what's good, Sandra? And then what happens? The more you take the abuse of the situation or the toxicity or the lashes per se, right? What happens? Eventually the shadow stands up and is like, you know what? I don't fuck with you, right? And turns shit up. Right? So now we know the signs of when our shadow selves is speaking to us. We don't have to wait until the explosion comes, okay? So now let's see. I read that one. Okay, it's time to leave the old behind, rebirth. Okay, Spirit, anything else from this deck, please? Anything else from this deck, please? And it says, just let me be. Liberation, free spirit, wild, authentic. It came out crossed. Some people still trying to put you in a box, babe. All right, but look at the galaxy. The galaxy keeps coming up. You see how the galaxy is it's like she's growing flowers out of the galaxy, the creatrix, okay? And then you talk about the whole system and how it's been trying to cage the divine feminine. That shit is over. The meaning is in the middle. Memento mori, life, presence, and depth. I feel like we should read this card. 22. I consciously live a meaningful and enriched life. Are you feeling living, creating, and loving others deeply lately? Are you being called to gain more perspective and presence, to enrich your existence and live your life like a living prayer? We have been building a living altar on our Patreon group, and I feel like You are the altar, babe. If we could truly grasp this, many moments would expand with bliss. We would be stunned by the moss in the forest, or the way of our coffee cup feels warm in our hands. Looking in the mirror, we would drop to our knees in tears of gratitude, fascinated by the fact that we are human. It's the God in me, right? An ancient soul, right? On this gorgeous planet within the cosmos, we would be awestruck that we exist with the complex and curious consciousness. This card also can be a positive omen that lively and vital new energy is coming, already has. It brings excitement, creativity, realizations, passion, and the miraculous. Invite the fullness of it in. It doesn't need to be perfect or planned. In the medieval period, Latin philosophers came up with the phrase memento mori, means remember that you die. A memento mori is something that serves to remind us of the impermanence of life. This idea was created to wake up as the miracle of existence, to inspire us, to gently remind us that one day la mariposa de la muerte, the butterfly of death, will softly land upon our shoulders. It's natural to have fear of the unknown, but it's also duality of life and death that makes this meaningful. Too much time creates numbness. No time at all creates a void. We need both. What if we make peace with them? We would feel more alive than ever. Manifestation enhanced. Take time to open your heart to the magic of your existence. Practice presence and gratitude for the experience, the mess, the magic, the mundane. Think, thank you, thank you, thank you. Open up. Remember how precious this is. And think about what spirit had me write in the poem. We birth ourselves anew daily, taking action towards our highest self. I'm going to look at that card slightly different. How do you know you didn't die last night? How do you know? How you don't know you didn't die last night and you were reborn again this morning? How do you know? Because in reality, energy never dies. Right? And if you will listen to what Terrence Howard said, he was saying that all these things on the element board, right? Or the elemental chart, that they're all the same. They're just playing at a different frequency, which is why they appear different. Well, that would explain spirit. That would explain spirit, because we don't see spirit in the physical, but it is still there. Right? Think about it. What he was saying proved that spirit exists, but I'm sure that a lot of people didn't catch that. I'm sure that a lot of people didn't catch that. That the reason why we don't see spirit, or most of us don't see spirit, is because spirit becomes too dense for the naked eye. There was a lot of gems in that conversation that he was having with Joe Rogan. Okay? So, let's get another deck. Let's get an angel number. You are the altar, my love. You are the altar. Shit, for all you know, you live in your dreams, and this is the dream world, or what is not real. What's good, cheerfully sweet? See, we don't know. Right? How do you know this is not the dream, and when you're sleeping, you're awake? How do you know? You don't, right? You don't. Right? We're talking about densities. Look at that. 888. You see? Infinity. You see how spirit talks? Infinity. You are infinite. You are the infinite God source. Do you understand that? You are the infinite God source. 22 in the room. Infinite God source. Balance, finances, success, wealth cycles. What goes around comes back around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take a personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. Right? And we had been talking about how money, right, or currency, right, is more than just like electrical, right? And what is Gemini ruled by? Mercury. What is Mercury in charge of? Currency or electrical current or messages, right? Where's Mercury going? Even though this is Gemini season, it's going to be in Taurus, right? So there could be a lot of messages coming to you about your self-worth, about how gratitude multiplies your finances or your currency, which is another way of calling money. A lot of the messages I told you today, Jupiter and Venus are standing in Taurus together holding hands before Venus goes into Gemini this afternoon. And then Jupiter is going to follow in 2 days to go into Gemini. So what is this saying? There could be some information coming that is going to increase your finances or the way that you look at finances or the appreciation of knowing that you are always cared for or provided for, and that we're looking at currency in the wrong way. 0110 belief system, right? We're looking at money in the wrong way. What do you believe, right? What do you believe, right? Go after what you want. Unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Right? What else was he saying? He was talking about, I was watching somebody that was breaking down, because I haven't seen the whole Terrence Howard interview. I'm going to do that over the weekend. But what he was talking about was the animals knowing information once a certain amount of animals know something or learn something, and then they would know it everywhere. And I have been talking about the 100 monkey theory. Those in my Patreon group know. I've been talking about that shit for over 2 years. Why? Because this grand awakening that we're in, that is what is happening. The more of us that hold space for the knowledge that it's the God in me, right? That is changing the collective mindset. That is why the system is no longer fucking working, because the devices that they had set up to keep us in a particular mindset, they cannot hold the consciousness. They cannot hold the consciousness of the collective right now. It's too small. Okay, don't think they won't try to shift the concept soon. They're gonna probably do something to put some kind of shock factor, but you have to remember to hold space, because we're each the lighthouses. There is people that you're expanding and in charge of giving them the electrical current or the mercury or the message. Okay. And if you get taken off target or distracted by this fuck ass energy that they gonna shoot their shot. They're gonna shoot their shot. So what you gonna do when they shoot their shot? Are you gonna turn your gaze to a manufactured situation, or you gonna understand that this situation is happening outside of you? And that you have complete control of whether or not that comes into your existence, whether that comes into your reality. I'm trying to tell you something. If you're in here right now, it's because Spirit wants you to know that message. Because there are other individuals that rely on your fucking frequency. Okay? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay? And that's the thing. And I say to you guys, if it's me, it's you. Do you know why? Because we are one, right? We are all slivers or particles of the divine. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't have to believe me. Y'all be back. I've been talking about this shit for 2 years, and now it's being proven in a metaphysical way what us spiritists already fucking knew. We already knew. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Let's see what else Spirit might want us to know. I am not going to keep you guys too long today because I have a lot of organizing. I want to try to do a barbecue or a cookout for Memorial Day, and I need to get some shit in order. So, yeah. But I will be around this weekend. Okay, tomorrow morning, like I said, we're gonna do the Eve versus Lilith. I'll say that again: Eve versus Lilith. And if you don't know the story, or you don't know what that means, and if you're a masculine, don't think you don't need to know that, because you do. And I'll just give a little brief thing. If you're a masculine and you choose Eve, it might be easier, but you will not elevate to the Emperor. You won't. Because she doesn't challenge you enough to be the Emperor. Tune in, gang. Yeah, every tongue that rises against us shall condemn. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is it that the collective needs to know at this time on this Sagittarius full moon in Gemini? Can you show me, Spirit, what is it that we need to know on this most luckiest day of the year where Venus and Jupiter are in conjunction? Can you show me, Spirit? Suit of Pentacles, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. And I had started off by saying that, you know, the shadow gets tired because we keep trying to put ourselves in situations or hold space for people, places, and things that aren't for our highest good because we think that's what is expected, right? And we did that. We danced that dance. Right. And when we did that, what happened is we were dancing. You know, I've said this before, ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight. Right. That is part of the shadow, the dark night of the soul experience. Right. And what are the Knight of Pentacles is like not moving anywhere, or at least feeling like you're not moving anywhere. It was because you had to discover who you were dancing with. Right. And I'm going to go fucking deeper. Because you know I don't play over here. So if you are the all, then this devil you were dancing with was also part of you. Right? The parts that you had to no longer be in resonance with, to leave those devils behind. Right? Because once you're no longer in resonance or in frequency with that devil going to be somebody else's problem. Why? Because y'all can't hear each other. Right? And it will be removed from your energy. Right? But that denotes having to have some knowledge of thyself enough to understand that you have been mirroring back some type of pain, blockage, some issue where you have been giving yourself the fucking lashes. Do you understand that you were choosing to be in the presence of that devil? Shit, you might have manifested it. Okay, with the Knight of Cups and the two faces. Didn't you just see? Wasn't that the same kind of shit that this Knight of Pentacles was looking like? Right? So it came in another wrapper, but inside, I'm getting a lot of messages. Inside, it was reflecting something that you felt about yourself. Okay? And I'm going to say something. And I be trying to keep it all light. I'm going to say something. Okay. You see this skull here? See this skull, this side? Okay. My spirit said, you know what's wrong? There's a meme about it too. But my spirit said, you know what the problem is? We don't drink from the skulls of our enemies anymore. Right? So this was basically like something you had to work out. Could be lineage. Maybe you are the change maker and the chain breaker. Right? To break those generational curses. Okay? Okay? And now you will get to, like that softer life. Because you ever dance with the devil with the pale moonlight, because you took on the mission and it kicked your ass and you learned about yourself and you learned that, oh, the only reason why that was in my life was because I was in resonance somehow with it. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, and learning your worth. And once you learn that shit, can't unsee it. Right? Can't unsee it. And then here comes the King of Wands. Vision, honor, leadership, ultimate masculine energy. And what happens? Those that wouldn't fucking do shit for you or wouldn't help you because they figured, you know what, you could do it, right? Why can't you do it for them? And they were giving you all kinds of toxic shit, right? Now they want to take action and shit. Now they want to be the King of Wands. Oh, let me get that for you. Let me do that for you. With the Ace of Pentacles, now they want to pour into your worth. Okay. Six of Wands, the victory. But if you don't see that you are the creatrix, male or female, or that you are the god or the goddess, or that you are the divine, or that you are the one that sets the tone, the frequency, as Terrence Howard was talking about, then you're giving your power away, right? Then you're seeing, oh, why doesn't so-and-so call me? Why doesn't so-and-so want me? Because in reality, babes, you don't really want you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Spirit, what else? Nine of Swords, huh? And then there's that moment where you're like, oh, so the sleepless nights and anxieties, that was kind of me. That was kind of me, right? And those people that were, trying to take advantage, right, on your coattails, eating off of your frequency without you knowing it and filling themselves up and getting fat, okay, fat cat, right? Look how they feel now. Look at this shit. Okay, now they feel persecuted. Now they're experiencing a tower. You see that? Right? Nine of Wands, because they were resisting giving you your worth because you didn't know your worth. You didn't know your worth. Three of Swords, right? While you was in the frequency of heartbreak, hotel, right? That's what people give you because that's the coat you're wearing. Two of Cups. But now that you are in a relationship with spirit, that you are in a relationship with the creatrix, that you are in a relationship with yourself, with your God body, with your God body, baby. Ain't no illusions, ain't no stopping us now. We're on the moon, okay? Seven of Pentacles, and now people trying to figure out how to worship at the feet of the creatrix. All right, we're gonna clarify these, okay? Two of Wands, okay? And now it's gonna be back on you to make a decision about who stays and who goes, okay? Underneath that, right, the Eight of Swords. That might be a little difficult for you. Okay, so let's get a deck. Let's get a deck. Spirit, show me. Show me, what is it that the collective needs to know right now? Why is this Knight? Why is this Knight of Cups here? I mean, Knight of Pentacles here. But look, and I said the Knight of Cups, and that's what came out, right? The Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Because these are people that were coming to you. Okay? They were people that weren't really moving forward or offering you something other than like romance and I got the magic stick. I could go once, I could go twice, right? While things were passionate, they had you. Because they were drinking from the altar of you. Remember, I said you're the altar. Right? But what ends up happening is, relationships, it's not about what somebody will do for you when the shit is good. It's about what they'll do for you when things are in opposition. And then that's when it would show that they didn't have enough. It's hard when it's family that you have to let go. Right? But when it's the difficult times, you see what people really feel or what they really value in you. And I'm going to say something when it comes to family. We're born into families. We create families. We adopt families. But in reality, this is a journey about you. And sometimes the lesson is, releasing that which doesn't assist us. It doesn't mean that I'm never going to speak to a family member again, but I don't have to be in their frequency. I don't have to absorb it. I don't have to sit at their table when I have my own. Right? So it's only hard when we feel that we must or that we are in need of that relationship. Once we recognize that we're not, that it's not feeding us, then at that point, if we still choose to be in the presence of that, it's because we decided, right, that that's what we want, or that in some way we're still punishing ourselves. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, Spirit, why is this Knight of Cups here? Which, you know what? They did come out together. That's strange. That's twice. Okay? With the Page of Wands, right? Let me tell you something about the Knight of Cups. Everybody talks about the Knight of Wands and his fuckboy energy, male or female. Right? Nobody talks about the Knight of Cups. At least the Knight of Wands, he's the one that tells you, or she's the one that tells you, what you doing at, 12 o'clock at night. Right? They didn't even fake. They wasn't even pretending that they was in it for the play. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious fuckboy shit. The Knight of Cups will woo you. The Knight of Cups will make you think you're the only person in the room. Right? But inside, male or female, there's just a little boy, right? Holding his wand, right? Who is basically, it's funny. I was just saying to a woman that masculines, and, I'm not bashing the masculines, but just think about what these two cards are saying, that the masculine comes out of a vagina and then spends his life trying to get back in, right? So here he is pouring on some you give good love, right? Because he wants to use his wand, right? Get nurturing, right? Male or female. Right? Two of Pentacles, always juggling. Where can I get the next cup of love? It's not very choosy. Remember, he's a knight. It's not a king. He hasn't learned the emotionality or the responsibility of his emotions and how to control them. Right? Now you got the Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Spirit, can you show me why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? With the Hermit coming out crossed and the Page of Pentacles, right? Is it an opportunity? Should I stay by myself? The Queen of Pentacles with the Sun could be swayed by the attention, right? Swayed by the attention. Should I stay on my spiritual journey because the Hermit is carrying a lantern and the lantern is spirit, right? Should I stay on my spiritual journey? But it feels good. It feels good to have somebody know my worth. What you're supposed to know your fucking worth before this person came in, or else they're going to take you off your spiritual journey like this, right? And the Page of Pentacles, you could think it's an opportunity, but really you could be losing an opportunity because you focus on the attention from the Knight of fucking Cups, 11:11 on the clock. Because it's feeding your ego and it feels warm and fuzzy. Right? Queen of Swords. All to have to, to learn hindsight is 2020. All to have to learn to stand on your 10. All to have to go through that because the 8 of Swords, because you recognize that it was a fucking prison of your own making. We've all been there, male or female. Okay, so now you got the 9 of Swords here, right? This is what the lesson taught us, right? Oh, I should ignore the knights, male or female, and stay on my spiritual journey because what I resonate with is what I'm pulling to me, right? And what happens? The 9 of Swords comes. Now somebody feels disconnected from your frequency. They don't know what to do. Spirit, can you show me the Fool? Because you're on a new journey, right? You've been reborn. Remember I was saying we're reborn every day, right? Something happened, right? And it just made you be like, that's it, right? Maybe it was an argument. Maybe it was something they said. Maybe, once you expected them to live up to, what they said they were giving, they got a little argumentative. Like, why should I do that for you? You don't even love you. And because of that, the shock of that, the realization, right? You may have started a new journey. You may have birthed the Empress, right? The fact that this person in some way refused to value you made you recognize your own self-worth. The Tower. They were young, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, free, and in love until tonight, right? And that was the situation, right? Something just happened. Pow. How you like me now? Out of nowhere, right? Ace of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, right? This person could have been playing in your face, right? They could have, left, moved out, something. And I feel like that pulled you. Chariot, right? There's a king. Yeah, you walked out. King of Swords is here, okay? That Knight of Cups or that Knight of Pentacles could have turned into a King of Swords real fucking quick because of the 3 of Cups, because of some type of third-party situation. And the devil and the toxicity was exposed, right? And something about giving to 2 energies, right? And the Knight of Wands, and underneath all the niceties, there lived the fuckboy, male or female, and the 5 of Cups. And after you cried a little bit, right? 2 of Wands, you made a decision, you stood on your 10. Right? 9 of Cups. Now you understand, oh, I was in resonance with that fuck ass energy. That's why I was able to be in my situation. But now that I'm not in that fuck ass energy and I've removed this person and I am no longer drinking from the fountain of poison that I've been serving myself. Somebody has to drink from their own cup. Nine of Wands is here. Spirit, why is the Nine of Wands? This is on YouTube. Yes, it is. Spirit, can you show me? Now you want to do right. But for how long? Spirit, Nine of Wands. Survival is a matter of perseverance and vice versa. So now they're trying to act right so that they can save themselves, right? So, subconsciously they knew that they were giving you less than what you were worth. They knew that. Yeah, they can save themselves. Exactly. Nine of Wands comes out to the Temperance. Also, you gonna give me just what you think I need so I could crack the door open, right? So you could come in with the Sagittarius, right? Sagittarius full moon with the Temperance, right? With the Temperance, right? Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Right? Let me give you my fucking burdens, please. You were carrying them so nicely. You were feeling all my pain. I was out living my motherfucking best life and you were crying. And now you're not crying anymore. And now I'm crying and I need to switch this situation. So would you please come and let me back in so that way you could cry again and I could feel good. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me that hasn't happened. Spirit, look at the next card, the Three of Swords. Spirit, why? I'm going to show you. Why, Spirit? Why is the Three of Swords here? I was speaking to somebody who's going through a breakup right now. A fucked up one. They're all fucked up, right? But a fucked up one. Right? Three of Swords. Look at the people by the heartbreak. And it's surgical. Right? And the Tower. You see that? So while they could have that situation and you were feeling the pain, they didn't have to experience the Tower. Right? But you see how somebody's pulling out the sword. Do you see it? That's you. That's Spirit. And now somebody has to feel their own Tower, because what's wrong with the Knight of Cups, like I said, always trying to get back into a vagina or whatever, right? They're using external things to heal their internal wounds. And weren't you doing that? And this person causing you this pain, isn't that forcing you to recognize where that was coming from and how they were able to do that? Right? And I was saying that today is like the luckiest day of the year, right? And I have somebody close to me who's going through an extremely painful breakup. But I said to her, I said, you need to take it as a gift, babe. It's not so much that you're not in the journey with this person anymore, that they walked away, right? Stories end. It's that if you've been with somebody for a decade, thank you, my love, for the heart me, and they leave you, not just leave you, but they leave you stinking in a fucked up situation after you have pulled them out of so many situations. They want to cause you that difficulty because they are sucking up the energy on the way out and lifting themselves up with it. So if you feed in, listen, cry, get it out, and then start flipping the situation. What's good, Stephanie? Because what ends up happening is that in your sorrow, in your grief, in your wanting this person to love you, to fix it, to whatever, they are fucking living their best life because energetically you're feeding them no matter where they are. And once you cut off that frequency, you will see how fast. Yeah, now he wants to, because he can't hear the music. He can't hear the tone. Spirit, can you show me the 7 of Cups, please? Why is that here? Look, the Lovers. You know, I was just fucking them people. I was gonna get right back. I choose you maybe now, right now, because you know you're not choosing me, so I choose you. But later, I'll choose myself again. You know, and that's something I said to this person. She said to me, "Is it? You know, I think that he's in love with somebody else. No, he's not in love with somebody else, and he's not in love with you, baby. He's in love with him." Male or female, right? He's in love with him and he's enjoying the attention from both angles, right? The new attention, and that new attention most likely knows about the ex person and feels special because they're chosen, right? And then the other person, right, who they left, who they feel energetically feels broken without them, so it makes them feel like they're on some kind of fucking pedestal. Okay? And the 2 of Cups. Why is that here? I'm gonna show you something because I said this shit earlier. Right? The 2 of Cups. Now, right? Now they can't get enough. You see how she's practically like leaning away from him, right? Do you see what she has in her head, in her hand? It's a skull that looks like a cup, right? And what does Spirit say? The problem is we don't drink from the cups of from the skulls of our enemies anymore, right? So once you recognize who the fuck they were and what was really happening, you see how right away they came, right? But to be what? The Knight of Pentacles again. If you let them in, they'll just keep you in that same spot. Remember, that was where we started, but now it's crossed. They really ain't giving you shit because they're like, oh, if you let me in, then you was fake jacking knowing your worth. And I could double down on this third party shit because it means now you know, right? And the King of Swords crossed is a narcissist. So you will be feeding the narcissist, okay? Male or female, right? And then you have the 7 of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. So you have to decide if you are worshiping, if you're pretending that they're worshiping you at the fake altar. Remember, you're the altar, right? But it's the 7 of Pentacles. It fulfills you, right? So are you the altar? Or are you just going to take what the Page of Cups want to give you? A little Page of Cups. It's less than the Knight of Cups. He giving you less now because he's like, well, shit. Right? 8 of Pentacles. I'll work on it for a little bit, but 6 of Swords, it'll just get easy. Right? 3 of Pentacles. I could go back to doing my shit. Right? Strength card. You know, because she might be the Empress and she tames my inner beast, but, you know, she don't know, or she do. It don't matter. She's stuck. He's stuck. Page of Swords. I can just block them. Right? 9 of Wands. Right? And resist. And they'll keep taking the swords for me. They'll keep taking the swords from me. And they'll never know why they didn't get the 10 of Pentacles. And they were only getting the 7. Because I was giving the other 3 away with the 6 of Pentacles to somebody else. Because I like being fucking toxic. And evidently they like being toxic too. Because when I go away, you know, they let me come back and lie to them with the 7 of Swords. So the decision is on you. Are you the creatress? Are you the God body? Are you the altar? Are you after your own 9 of Cups? Will you manifest, create, acknowledge that you make your own reality and your own fucking justice? Let them cry over spilled milk. Be the 9 of Pentacles. You came here by yourself. Most likely you're leaving by yourself. You better live in your own truth. Right? Is the warmth of the sun coming from somebody else or is it coming from you? Right? The Queen of Swords, I said we had to go through all that to become her, have the hindsight is 2020, right? Wheel of Fortune, it's the God in me. It's the God in me. And for those of you that watched the 720 that I did last week with 720 Astrology, the Venus and Mars podcast, right? And I said that the divine Empress, she's the moon, but she's more than the moon. Okay? The moon is too small to hold her. She is the galaxy. She is all. Where is it? It's the God in me. See the mirror? See what she sees? That she's everything. You're my everything. The sun, the moon. And that's how you fucking win. And that's how you get the 10 of Pentacles. And that's how people create their own fucking 8 of Swords, because they didn't appreciate, right, that you allowed them into your world, okay? And that just as easily you could throw them the fuck out with the 5 of Pentacles, because we're here living in the light of love and divinity, okay? And that's the energy that we're using to create, not this 2 of Pentacles. See, when I see you, what you doing, can you have a cheeseburger for me? I pay you on Tuesday. That type of shit. Okay, 4 cups. I give to you when I feel like it. When I don't, I won't, right? And it's causing heartbreak because you choose that, right? With the Knight of Wands, because you put it in your mind that this fuck boy or this fuck girl is the emperor, but you already know that it ain't, with the Death card here, right? You had to put yourself through that so you could become the star, okay? So you could go after your North Node and be, be all that you can be, right? And recognize that you are made of the same essence of the galaxy, and that you pour into your situation. You create your blessings and your conflicts, baby, and your fucking conflicts. So what you gonna manifest as the Magician? What you gonna manifest? What you gonna create with those tools, right? Are you creating situations that are holding back from you, right? Or are you using your judgment for your highest good and walking in the light of the Hierophant and the High Priest for the Ace of Cups, for the self-love, and becoming magnetic, okay? For the 6 of Cups, to who you were really meant and created to be, okay? So, I just had to, shit, we almost went through the whole deck. I'm going to see what kind of message Spirit want to give us as a closer. Right. And please do follow, guys. If this is your first time watching or you're returning, please do follow me. Help a sister grow, okay? Because we on some real life growing divine Empress lessons over here, okay? And we shouldn't be selfish. We should share this energy with everyone. Grand Rising, Angela. Spirit, can you show me? Look, community. We need to build the community that feeds our soul. And if you are all and you are the divine, then just as simply as you brought in all that negative shit, you could bring the positive shit to you too. You just got to decide. You got to decide, babe. Right? Message of concern. Look, bad health. And expectation. Yep. Anything else from this deck? Courtship. Last shuffle, Spirit. Change, judication. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's get some cards to clarify these. And we're going to use this one. Spirit, can you show me? Grand Rising. Grand Rising, my love. Please do follow, guys. community. Spirit, why is the community card here? Emerging dawn. Trust. Trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise, right? So that's what I was saying to the person I was talking to. Like, you don't might not recognize that was a gift from the divine. Okay, fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. And it came out slightly crossed. So you still gotta, wipe the crust out your eyes from this bad dream of being in frequency with things that weren't supporting your divinity. Okay, but soon thereafter, you will be pulling positive energy. Pathfinder, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. Okay, so what started out as a message of concern, like it's reminding me of Harlem Nights when the dude was like, "Hey baby, tell your mom I'm never coming back," right? Like getting ghosted or something like that, right? So I feel like what you thought was terrible was really the compass resetting. Okay, bad health, spirit, why? Because some people got ghosted in here. Fantasy land. Okay, so we have here bad health, fantasy land. Make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. So this person thought they were causing you pain. You ghosted him. They thought that you were causing you pain. Right? They were doing their big one. Right? And now the minute you cut off your frequency, watch and see how all of a sudden everything is going wrong for them. And they realize how everything was, like built on a fantasy, or it wasn't lives in fantasy land, right? Like they built a house on quicksand or something like that, okay? And then expectation, spirit, why is that here? Right? Going forward, don't dwell in the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. That's what they figured. They figured, you know what? This person always sits and waits for me by the window. Look at that shit, right? They're not going anywhere. I don't got shit to worry about. I was just fucking them girls. I was going to be right back, right? So scales of balance. Seek equilibrium in love, career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. They didn't think you would do it. They didn't think you would do it. Right? Courtship is here, spirit. Can you show me why courtship is here? Flame of courage. Ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst the shadows of fear. And as soon as you felt your divinity, all of a sudden, their flame is lit. All of a sudden, baby, come back. You could blame it all on me, right? Because you're actually flexing your muscle, remembering who you are, right? Change, spirit. Why is change here? Because as soon as you said, you know what, I'm good. I don't need this shit on my own, right? It's time to take alone time or be single to get a new perspective, right? So now they're concerned. Oh, but I could change. Well, why didn't you change before? Okay, adjudication, spirit, why? And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be other people in your life, okay? Adjudication comes out with wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along, right? And I told you that spirit was going to be communicating some messages. And I feel like the messages are coming from spirit. Okay, I told you that Mercury was going into Taurus. Going into Taurus. And that was going to bring some kind of gifts or currency or change, the electricity or the way the messages are coming in, right? Listen, if you're a Taurus girl, I'm telling y'all, you need to come over to the Patreon. That is where you will get the soul growth, okay? Occupation, spirit, why? Right? So now, right? Now they want to show you, oh, you know what? I could put the work in. I can do it, right? Occupation. One last move. You have come far in your journey. Keep going. You will soon see what you have accomplished. So they are going to my Patreon, my love. They are now they want to make an effort. Now they want to work on it because they see how fucking close you are to the real breakthrough, to being free forevermore, forevermore. And we had that card. Hold on, because there's a lot of cards on the table. Right? Just let me be, liberation, free spirit, wild and authentic. Right? So now that they see that you're serious, even if you're taking small steps, the small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there, right? Answers unfold. Remember, I said we're getting all this confirmation, right? Quiet moments, seeking solace in silence where clarity finds its true voice. I showed you the hermit. I showed you we're in communion with spirit and the lantern is speaking to us, right? Now they're worried, right? Desert of isolation, travelers of the desolate spaces and solitude to uncover reflections and resilient survival. Now they recognize, but it's too late, ain't it? Saving grace, forgiving yourself and others heals the wounds and sets you free. So now all you got to do is forgive yourself for being in frequency with that fuck ass shit. Okay? And the soul whispers, here goes the communication from spirit. And it says, look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. Spirit's talking to you. Okay? Valley of the shadows. Step into the enveloping valley of the shadows. Here, fears are faced and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. And now this person, they have to put their own fuck ass energy or that fucked up jacket on themselves because this whole time you've been wearing it for them. Okay? Okay? And the cloud of unknowing, float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery and embrace the sacred within, because it's the God in me. And now that you recognize your own divinity, what's good, Ethereal Mortis? You're going to have to go over to YouTube, my love, because this one was something. Now that you recognize the divinity within yourself, they have no other recourse but to face their own shadows, right? Flames of passion, let the flames of your passion light the way, but be mindful of the fires they might ignite in your journey, right? And now you are emerging, right? Emerging. Look at you getting away from all of that negativity. New heights. Look at that, babes. Look at that. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. I'm trying to tell you, I don't think nothing else needs to be said. Okay? I don't think nothing else needs to be said. Look at this. Metamorphosis, mirage, embrace the tender transition between the past forms and the future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. There you go. Okay? Real promise, release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility, baby, because you are the altar. You understand? So if you treat yourself as the divine creatrix that you are, not only do you get to decide what you're in resonance with and what you pull to you, but you also get to dance to like the rhythm of your own soul and envision what you now know you actually deserve. Okay? Worthy goal. Get out and be inspired to keep working toward your life's purpose. Okay? Hey, Brianna. All right. So I just wanted to come through and tell you that even if you're having a dark situation, today is the luckiest day of the year. Okay? Not just because it's the Sagittarius full moon, okay? Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter and loves to give gifts, but Jupiter is walking hand in hand with Venus. They're standing together, okay? Jupiter is Zaddy and Venus is, the baby girl, okay? So I just wanted to tell you that anything that is being released now, let it go. I feel like it's for your highest good. Okay, it's time to start looking at yourself as the creator, the creatrix. Okay? Thank you guys. Thank you, Kendra. And definitely listen on the Patreon. What are we doing? We study self-love and opening ourselves to the goddess frequency and healing our inner wounds so that we can be in our highest timelines. So if this is something that interests you and you are on a soul growth journey, then what you want to do is be over there with us. We have a wonderful community. Okay. And yeah, tomorrow, like I said, for the Patreon members, there will be, if you go to my bio in the TikTok, you will see there's a link for Patreon. Tomorrow's topic, normally we do breaking news where we let Spirit tell us all of the predictions for the world. But Spirit said that tomorrow we're doing Eve versus Lilith. And listen, that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. All right. So that's what I have for you guys. I'd just like to say thank you for those of you that are returning and spending time with me. And for those of you that, have never seen me before, please like, follow, share. And yeah, if you want to go deeper, meet me on Patreon. All right. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys. Bye, my loves. And don't forget, tomorrow we are going to be doing the Eve versus Lilith. And I promise that's going to be quite interesting. All right. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys.